During this time, I helped organize a Slovak folk dress exhibit at Kent State University and assembled various performances at a Slovak festival for 6 hours that drew 1,500 people within the 6 hours that was there. In preparation for the trip to Slovakia, I returned to the Slovak Institute at Benedictine Abbey to seek a copy of the historic Cleveland Agreement, of which was not found. Though Father Andrew Peer provided me with the text and its signatories, I created a rendition and printed it on parchment and mounted 3 copies to present as a gift to the government at the festivals commemorating the 75-year anniversary of the original Cleveland Pact. For the first time, to my knowledge, the sons and daughters of immigrant Slovaks here in Cleveland returned to the largest festivals in Slovakia to perform. With the Matica, the renditions, I also presented 2 boxes of books by exiled foreign writers who were a consortium of the Slovak Institute here, writing in exile during the period of time when communism would not even permit them to be at home. Sturman, Sprints, Stolark, and more. 1992, I returned to Slovakia to perform at the Slovak World Congress in Trčanský Svatý Martin, the first in the history of Slovakia. Returned to Slovakia again in 94 with the children's group, and we performed the Piešťany Bratislava Mikulovce. 97 again, Slovak World Congress, and in Palm Springs, California, we traveled to the Third World Congress in this country, which I presided over a lot of the activities. We were invited that Christmas to perform at the embassy in Washington, D.C. of the Slovak Republic, and returned to Death Fall in 1998 for the last time. We also were a part of Cleveland's performances for the Bicentennial Olympic Torch, Jacobs Field opening, Jogga Lake, Cleveland International Festival, and so forth. 1999, CBSC, Cleveland Bratislava Sister City, I was elected vice president. And as a prerogative, I made it important that we preserve our cultural icons, that being the Slovak Institute, the Slovak Garden. We hosted for the first time in the Slovak Garden, being restored in 2003, One World Day, the historical place where One World Day was created in 1947. Numerous exhibits all over the place: Georgetown University, Kent State, Pittsburgh, Utica College, Lakeland Community, all over, St. Louis, Missouri, were all a part of cultural exhibits that I took around the country to educate people. In 2011, approached by Cuyahoga County engineers with the expansion of and renovation of Martin Luther King Boulevard, I was approached about putting a history together on the Milan Rostislav Stefanik monument that stood at Wade Circle. It was presented to the Design and Preservation of the Cultural Gardens, the Board of Executives, and they moved with the history that I gave them to bring the monument back home to the Slovak Garden. After a fight with Landmarks Commission of Cleveland and Cleveland City Hall, succeeded in convincing the move was the original intent of the monument. Milan Rostislav Stefanik was the author of the Czechoslovak Manifesto in Paris, France in 1960, the counterpart in Europe to the Cleveland Pact. He co-founded the Czechoslovak National Council with Masaryk and Beneš that became the de facto government of Czechoslovakia. Now I feel, finally, after 90 years, Stefanica came home to the garden. In my life, there were some profound moments where I felt that history was speaking back to me. And in Detva and Východná in 1990, when I was in Slovak, I was overcome at the end of the festival to hear for the first time the strains of We Shall Overcome in English by people on the other side of the world. And it was that year that communism fell. In 1992 at the World Congress of Slovak Youth in Turčanský Svatý Martin, we could see on the hilltops fighters. The Slovak Parliament had moved to secede from the Czechoslovak alliance. In 2013, at the Union Club here in Cleveland, Ambassador Sedgwick and the mayor of Bratislava, the capital city, Točník, had came for a presentation. They held up a document saying, "This is the Declaration of Independence for the United States of America." And then they picked up another one and said, "This is the document of independence for the Czech and Slovak peoples." I wondered where they got that from because I searched all over with Father Andrew. I asked him if I could see it after the meeting was. Looking at it, I asked the ambassador where he got it from. He said it was hanging on the wall in the embassy in Bratislava, Slovakia. I said, "Did you read the last paragraph?" He said, "No, I did not." He said, "Presented by George R. Turbrak at the festival in 1990 of Východná and Detva on the 75-year anniversary of the Cleveland Pact." I felt vindicated that the message had gotten across. Selma, Alabama was the birthplace of the civil rights movement of Afro-Americans. Cleveland, Ohio was the birthplace of civil rights movement for the Czech and Slovak peoples. Hold on to your heritage.